G'day everyone, today we're going to have some fun knocking down some paper targets by making ourselves an air cannon. Let's check out what we'll need. For this one we're going to need a plastic bottle and a balloon. We need a box cutter and some scissors. Remember, get an adult to help you out with the cutting if you need to. And we need a marker or some coloured pencils, something like that, and some paper to make our targets. The first step is we need to cut around the base of our bottle using our box cutter. Remember, grab an adult to help you if you need to here. You also want to remove the lid of the bottle and keep that somewhere safe for a future video. Next, we need to grab our balloon and our scissors. We need to cut the balloon a bit above where it starts to get wider. And to complete our cannon, we need to stretch the balloon over the hole that we cut in the base of the bottle. You may find that putting your balloon over there crinkles up the bottom of the bottle. That's okay, as long as it doesn't completely collapse it. Now we move on to our targets. We want to grab our paper and cut a strip off about 3 or 4 centimeters wide from one of the edges. Once you've got your strip, we want to cut that in half. And now you use your marker to make your targets. These can be any image you feel like. I'm just going to go with a standard target. You want to make sure you leave a little bit of gap at the bottom, because now we're going to fold over the bottom 2 centimeters or so we can get our targets to stand up. Once you've folded it, you need to unfold a little bit, and it might take a little bit of back and forth until you can get them to stand up nicely. Now our targets are ready, we can fire our air cannon. To set up your shooting gallery, simply place your targets on one side of the table and grab your air cannon, and all you want to do is tap the balloon nice and hard to get it to shoot out its air. And you've made yourself an air cannon. This project can be scaled up or down depending on the size of the container you have. For example, it could be scaled down if you have a smaller plastic bottle or if you have one of those old film canisters hanging around. Or you could scale the project up like this if you have a spare bucket. What I've done here is drill one hole in the bottom of the bucket and stuck a garbage bin liner over the other side. And I'm going to use this to talk about the science. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this food smoker to fill it up with smoke so we can actually see what's happening. Now please, I hopefully shouldn't have to say this, but please do not play with fire. I'm just using this so we can see for the demonstration. I'm going to fill this with smoke and be back in a second. Come outside and fill it up with smoke. Let's see what happens. Now that the smoke's cleared, let's talk about what's happening here. As we tap the balloon or the bag at the back of our cannon, it's forcing air out through the hole in the front. The air on the outside is experiencing friction as it comes through the hole because it's rubbing up against the walls, whereas the air in the centre is moving faster. That leads to those rings that you saw. The air in the centre is pushing through quickly, the air on the outside is moving a bit more slowly, but as the air in the centre moves out of the way, that outside air needs to move in to fill its place, and that creates those ring effects. I hope you've had fun today making an air cannon and knocking down some paper targets, and we'll see you in the next video.